Well, our old barn is going to have electricity again. On the far side of the house, there used to be a wire that hung through the air and went over to a couple insulators up here. Getting a little dark outside, but I hope you can see that. But that went to a 30 amp wire that's in the barn, still there. But don't know what happened to it, but the wiring's all old and frayed now, so we're gonna redo it. Look at that cat with his glowing eyes. But the magic of the current wiring system all starts right here, where we've got a plug that is attached to a 30 amp appliance cord that I spliced off and put a couple wire nuts, which goes to a 15 amp cord, which, thinking about it, I really should have used a 30 amp cord because I have it and it's also rated for outdoors and I can draw more power safely. But it goes up here, over, down. And there's a little hole back there where the wire sneaks out of the building. And comes over here, and then we've got a little trench into the ground for this part, because that was pretty rough there because of all these weeds and their roots. But then we were able to get away with just a slit, which you can still sort of see a little in varying places, which sort of just goes over here. And I didn't use any conduit, mind you, but it works, even in the rain. I'd be sort of not willing to try it when spring comes and there's standing water in that low spot, but it might work. And then here it got so rocky that I'm gonna have to do something here about this. Couldn't get the wire in the ground with all these rocks. But it goes up here into the old fuse box, which we kept because there's nothing wrong with it. Got dual 15 amp fuses, and the original ground wire is still in use. And it does work, but yeah, you got a wire nut for the neutral line, which just bypasses the fuses, which, yeah, that's how you do it. You just, yeah, that's correct, as far as I know. I've only read like 5 electrical books. And then hot wire, got 2 circuits, and one of the circuits goes to lights, which starts here. Then it goes up and around to the mercury vapor light. And then we have spliced in that light, which is an interesting relic of the old wiring system. We reused it. It required a little bit of cleaning out inside. And yes, that is a mason jar. A legitimate mason jar. And that's the original light bulb too, as far as I know. Well, it's the light bulb that's been in there as long as I've been around. And we can assume that the wiring has been cut off for significantly longer than I've been around. And then we also have the other circuit, which is for plugs and such, which we will explore next. We've got the first plug, which powers the computer and anything I happen to plug in to the power strip or the other outlet. And this is the junk computer, which you will see a video on very soon, I promise. And I mean like really soon, not like a month soon. I'm bad about taking forever to make videos, but... And then over here, well, first we have a lamp, more lighting. It's got like a 75 watt bulb that's been in there forever. And I pulled this out of the attic simulator. We don't keep things in the actual attic because bees happen to usually be in there. And we got another plug here and a wire going to a CFL that's in a little cord thing with a switch hanging from a nail. And then so far planned things is like LED shop lighting all around, or maybe fluorescent depending on the cost of LED fixtures. And got this wire here. Gonna extend this to a junction box here I know, an actual junction box. I'm gonna get fancy. And then this wire is gonna go up there with that Ethernet cable to a router, which I will show you in just a minute. And the internet comes from my house into this Cantenna adapter into the computer, and it will be forwarded via Ethernet to the router. So the router is up there on that beam. You can't even see it, but it is there, trust me. And I think I might just be able to maybe make a silhouette out. Anyways, it's facing towards this wall, which you might be wondering why. That's not pointed towards anything. Well, I'm going to be building a shed out there, and I'd like to have internet of some sort. And the shed is going to be solar powered. That's my plan. I'm going to make the solar panels myself, as long as I don't find a cost-friendly, pre-made one. And it's going to be a few hundred feet away, so I'm probably going to slap a antenna on one of the antennas, have it pointing straight that way. Hope I can get the signal. And the other antenna will be pointing probably straight down, so the barn can get the signal. Because the computer and its antenna can get the signal out here. But something like my phone or my tablet, which I don't really use my tablet out here, but my phone cannot get the signal. So, you know. And this is the dusty old dining room table, which was replaced by a table that I don't really think is any better. But my parents saw it at a moving sale, and they're like, "Oh my god, this table's so good." But I mean, I guess, free table for me. And there's the 30 amp wire that I was talking about, that I really should have used. You can see the CFL peeking out from the floorboards here. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'll try to keep you posted on more wiring that I do in here. And have a nice day or night, or whatever time of day it happens to be when you watch this video. Goodbye.